there, welcome to the Movement Clinic. My name is Emily and today we're going to be going over Warrior 2. So let's get started in a nice wide stance on our mats. Feet are going to be in one line and I'd say place a good amount of distance in between your feet. So you can have a shorter Warrior 2 stance to start and then lengthen it out over time as your body allows. Place your hands on your hips. And in Warrior 2, and what I like to call the Warrior 2 family or series of poses, is that our hips, these bony hip points, are orienting towards the long side of the mat. So we're gonna end up in more of like an open orientation in the legs, okay? So this is the idea, is that we're kind of trying to use our muscles to keep the hips pointing towards the long edge of our mat. Now, I'm gonna pick up my left toes and turn them out. And as you notice that as I do that, my hips sort of started to turn. So let's use our muscles to try to hold them in place. So lift the low belly up and in, curl the sit bones under, and I'm gonna press my back right thigh back. You notice as I do that, it draws my right hip bone back, okay? And now, I want to root down through the ball of my front foot and externally rotate my left leg from the hip and tuck my left butt cheek underneath me powerfully against the resistance of this back thigh pressing back. So kind of opposite actions. It's sort of kind of balancing and holding my pelvis in place. Now the strong external rotation of that front leg and that pressing back of this back thigh remain. All I'm gonna do is start to bend my front knee, to start reaching to maybe stack over my front ankle. Now, something super common that I see is that this front knee dumps in as we try to move this hip back and keep our hips squaring. So again, that same idea of rooting down through the base of the big toe, the ball of that front foot, and externally rotating the leg from the hip. Or you could just think, press my knee out towards the pinky edge side of my foot and tuck my left butt cheek underneath me. Also counts as external rotation. And then keep pressing that back thigh back, lifting the low belly, and reach your hands front and back. This is a Warrior 2. Now, another common thing that I see is that these ribs like to flare forward. Low belly likes to dump forward, right? We're trying to keep that pelvis in a nice neutral position so that the bowl of our pelvis can just hold the contents of our torso without too much resistance to gravity or causing gravity to really dump into our low back, okay? So let's try it on the other side. Let's turn left toes back in. Make sure that those feet are in one line. Right toes turn out. Low belly lifts up and in. Back thigh presses back and externally rotate that front leg from the hip and keep these opposing actions. Really strong legs here. And then again, slowly begin to bend the front knee to stack over the front ankle-ish. Now you'll notice that if I start to go too far forward, my knee goes past my ankle. Not a problem at all. Just put more space in between your feet. Toe heel the back foot back, okay? Lift the low belly. Again, external rotation of this front leg as we press the knee out and draw that outer hip underneath us. Press our back thigh back again. Draw the low ribs in. And now, really with these upper arms, or the arms and upper part of the body, I often see a lot of leaning forward. I want you to lift the low belly so that you can move the shoulders to stack over hips. And this back arm is gonna reach from my heart back. And this front arm is gonna reach from my back forward. And gaze wherever it feels nice for you. You can gaze forward, you can gaze over the front fingers, whatever, okay? So that's Warrior 2. If you have time, please check out side angle pose, triangle pose, and half moon so that you can get a continuity of experience with these muscular actions in the body, and we can start to explore integrating these more fully into our muscle and mind awareness. I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a good one.